Andrew S. here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the new album from Ouija, Fathomless Hysteros. Now this opens up with the title track, Fathomless Hysteros, and it's such a vicious mixture of blitzing instruments and shredding vocals and the intense atmosphere, but I could really feel that there was this secondary atmosphere, and I thought that this sort of like added another layer, another depth, and there's this interlude that I really heightened the experience of the album, or of the song as well. And I really liked that because I sort of felt like there was some more depth, more dynamics, and sort of created a memorable moment within this track, and sort of was a really good way to start off the album. Not just hard hitting, but a lot of dynamics, a lot of depth, a lot of atmosphere changes, just a really good rush and a wave of glorious dark tones right off the bat. So a great way to sort of open up the album and sliding into another a really vicious track. And I really feel like the music represents the title perfectly, in Bestia Negra. I love the subtle shots on drums in this. So many little intricate, splashes and pops. Sort of creates a panic sort of feeling, as if you're trying to escape the black beast itself. And the vocalist here, Midgard, his vocals really felt even more demonic as he sort of progressed darker and darker. I felt as the song went on, sort of making it feel like he's the black beast. He's the black beast that's sort of scowling from within the woods. So right off the bat, you got this nice atmospheric track in Fathomless Hysteros, and then you get bombarded by a lot of intensity and intense instruments as well in Bestia Negra. Then we're going to go on, I think quite possibly my favorite track off the album. I really thought this was awesome. One of the best black metal tracks, I think, in my opinion, that I've ever heard. I See You Without Eyes. This captures the mystery of entering a realm of someone's soul, I felt, with these chilling, almost gentle leads. That's sort of contradiction, but I really thought that's how they felt. And I felt like the lead work really shifted throughout as well, giving off nice transitions from like realm to realm, sort of breaching those atmospheric gaps within the song. And I really felt like this pain sort of coming to life musically and vocally, and it gets accentuated as the melodies grow along and sharpen and scream out, as do the lyrics. I really felt the lyrics do the same thing as the guitar work does, as the atmosphere does, and they all sort of unite to create this really unique dynamic song. And I really like the atmosphere. It grows really deviously as the song develops as well, so it's sort of like a nice gradual build into that. So really smart musicianship and composing this song as well, so that you can see sort of why I really like I See You Without Eyes. Awesome track. Another song that gave me many visuals is Fifth Rider. This felt like a bit of like a battle scene, coldness and ferocity as swords clashed on shields. And as the song grew, I sort of felt the sensation of death growing within the music, within the atmosphere. And it had some very potent moods that really came forth and came to light in this track, with some shredding riffs and just vicious drums. I really like the drum work. They're really well done. And speaking of drum work, in this next track I want to talk about, which is another assaulting track, Hijo del Caída. Now this one pretty much knocks me off my chair right immediately as soon as I heard this. Just absolute blitzing track, a lot of aggression, a lot of intensity, just bam, right off the bat. Reminds me a bit of like the intensity that Bestia Negra delivered. But Hijo del Caída, the one thing that really jumped out at me was this sort of dancing lead riff that sort of hypnotically swayed within this track, along with some wickedly timed beats. I really thought the drums were really important with this, syncing up with the guitar work there. The snare shots, the way they landed, were really potent and really hit on notes with that lead. So these two things together really popped and accentuated the song really nicely. And I really felt like those things, the drums and the guitar lead coming together, really created this hypnotic dance, hypnotic sway within all the sort of controlled chaos in Hijo del Caída. Quite an impressive song as well on this album. And then it closes off with Adversary and another track called Unbridled Transylvanian Passion, which are both songs from previously from Ouija albums, and they're re-recorded, so it's a little bit of a bonus of the past. So you got Ouija coming together, the brand new sound, all this atmospheric and cool sound that they got going on right now, and then you got a bit of an old throwback re-recorded. So it's a nice mixture of music that you got here. I really like Adversary and Unbridled Transylvanian Passion, which I've talked about in previous video as well. So a pretty cool album. I have to say, like, out of the heavy amount of black metal I've listened to over the last 4 or 5 years doing my research into the genre and the subgenres, I'd have to say this album from Ouija, Fathomless Hysteros, has got to be easily in my top 10 of black metal albums. I just like the atmosphere and the depth and the shaking up the songs a little bit. It's not just one style of song or one template. It really divides themselves up and has different dynamics within it. So really great stuff from Ouija, in my opinion. So I hope you guys give them a listen to. Of course, all the links will be down in the description below for you to check out, along with my other channels and stuff like that. And I'll put some other videos up here that will be similar to Ouija and some black metal stuff. And until next time, folks, how about some heavy listening?